that's where nanotechnology comes from.
A nano
And then it introduced itself to a person and said, I am a new being. Acknowledge my existence. Because this week of Weird is about a skull stolen from a haunted pub.
So none of it is about AI entities.
Yeah, nothing is about AI entities. It was just something we talk about. And then I go,
it is true.
This week of Weird is something different. Sorry,
actually,
everyone.
that's honestly a pretty good segue, because speaking of AI entities, Nate Balding has transcended the flesh. He's out there in the web. He's dating a great girl in a pop-up ad. They got a spot just north of 4chan, and they're keeping it. He's living a simple life as pure information. So God bless you, Nate, a being of pure ones and zeros.
You are a beautiful quadratic couple. We give you our blessing. We'll see you after the honeymoon.
We wish you could be here for this week of Weird, but that is not the weird thing that's happening this week. That is the thing is, somebody stole the skull. They got the skull.
This week of Weird. I'm Roger, by the way, joined by Jordan. Nate, once again, you heard what happened to Nate. Once again, our blessing to you. A skull stolen from a haunted pub. Out of all the places to steal a skull, Jordan, a haunted pub.
I mean, where is the haunted pub located?
York.
Okay.
One of the most haunted cities in the world.
Now listen, if you've got a haunted skull in the pub, I'm going to want to see it.
They display
it. And if I've got 5 shots in me, I'm going to want to hold it. And if I've got 5 shots and 10 pints in me, I'm going to want to take it for a handsome cab ride around the park, probably, and maybe back to my house where everybody's going to come back and we're going to party all night with the skull. You're asking for it is what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I understand. I'm a man with a healthy respect for the paranormal, but
you're not trying to victim blame here, but yes, you are building up a number of coincidences that can stack on itself. And,
this is the old Far Side about the dingo farm next to the daycare for like pudgy babies.
Very much so. And before we continue on with this story about a skull stolen from a haunted pub, I want to remind everyone that we release 3 episodes every week, plus paranormal news on our website, werewolfradar.com. And if you want to support us, make sure you give us a 5-star review on whatever podcast listening platform you listen to this on. It really helps us out. Anything under 5 stars is a 0-star according to algorithm.
Algorithm. That is if it's 5 stars, the latent AIs in the internet will find our podcast and bring it to the ears of other people. Nate, you know what to do.
Okay, so please give us a review and share the episode with your friends. Make sure they know the information, because we love giving you weird paranormal news that other news sources are not providing to you. And if you really can, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/werewolf radar, and think about giving us a monthly pledge to help us. Additional content, monthly fiction from me and Nate.
Knickknacks,
merchandise. And it goes to supporting the hosting fees for the show, because as I'm sure we're all aware, capitalism makes everything the most expensive. So we really appreciate the Dark Council for stepping up and helping provide the money we need to host and produce this podcast.
See what I did? I did a W.
New year, new salute. New salute, new year. Okay, so back to
we here at Werewolf Radar, like everything, are slipping slowly towards fascism. So
but at least we're Buddhist fascist, look up the weird movement. It's a fun trip down the conspiracy iceberg.
And we'll have powers. We will have powers.
So skull stolen from a haunted pub. Let's go into it. A skull
I don't have the skull. I just like to say
good.
that
Okay,
right
good. So a skull that met its home at a haunted pub was stolen from the location on January 3rd, 2022.
Little close. If it was January 6th, I would have been like, I bet it was those insurrectionists.
As some
but they
sort
were
of
like,
holiday.
let's use this as a distraction to get that skull finally. Or maybe a necromancer has been meddling in American politics and created the January 6th insurrection as a way to like finally get their hands on the skull of Kultef.
So according to the Golden Fleece on their Facebook page, they say, unfortunately, over the course of last night or earlier today, someone has taken it upon themselves to remove Elizabeth from her resting place. The Golden Fleece in York had been home to the skull of the last prisoner that was executed in York in 1800. So this skull is unusually special. This isn't just like a random skull of a family member. This is the last executed prisoner in the town of York.
This skull has standard, you could say.
Indeed. Yeah. The Golden Fleece is also said to be one of the most haunted pubs in England.
Paranormal. I love how many haunted pubs there are in England.
Paranormal, this is where they make their claim. Paranormal investigators have claimed to have interacted with 15 different spirits. People have captured photographs and recorded bizarre EVPs of alleged ghosts. Elizabeth was put to death on August 23rd of 1800 after she was found guilty of using a forged £1 note with the intent to defraud the Bank of England in the parish of Pontefract in June of 1800. Very brutal punishment.
Yeah, truly. It's not great.
So this skull not only is an unusual artifact, but an artifact with extreme oppression to it, like magnified violence for such a minute thing, like a lot of negative energy into this skull, I feel.
Sure. Yeah, agreed. I mean, it's not the type of thing that I would want hanging around my house. You know, it doesn't seem like the type of thing I would want to be like, that should be with me.
Now. You've had 10 pints and 5 shots.
Yeah, but still, like, that's a, you know,
okay.
That's a night on the town at best. I don't want it in my home watching me in VR. You know,
and Brittany said she would show you her naughty bits if you did it.
Well, so Brittany wants the skull to watch is the deal. All right.
I guess that's the word universe I just built.
All right, Brittany. Fine, but then I'm putting like a cloth over it or something.
So, you know, when she's not looking at it, and in the throes of passion, you're just like, and shirt goes right there.
Yeah, there you go. And then I'll incur some kind of fucking curse. See? Anyway, go on.
Anyway, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying in my twit about when I wrote this article and got it and published it. Like, this is how you get cursed. You only do this trying to get cursed
because you're a character in the first third of a movie about incurring the curse about ending up as a skull in a bar.
So this is beyond the pub. The Golden Fleece said, "This is beyond us why anyone would want to take her, and we sincerely hope the culprit had a lapse of judgment and will return her as soon as possible."
Look, real talk, this sucks. Bring the skull back. It's not your skull. Don't take things from the bar. It's not your shit. I mean, if the bar sucked, if they were mean to you to the extent that you think it warrants,
what would they have to do? Like, just give you mostly pee beer?
Decapoclepty. then well, that's a different conversation. But if you were just drunk and you were like, I want that should belong to me, then fuck you, give it back. It's not yours.
Let alone the curse that will only be removed when you give it back to its spot.
And if you are getting cursed, I mean, more's the pity. I hope that it goes away when you do the right thing and return this, but it might not. So chop, chop, give the head back.
Give the head back. Okay.
Return the head.
The owners of the pub have been going over CTV footage to find the culprit, and they claim they have positive identification and clear footage of the theft.
Okay.
Now, however, and this is an edit note that I need to put in the article, they did say, unfortunately, over the course of last night or earlier today, which doesn't indicate they know exactly or have positive identification or clear footage of the theft. Which perhaps the skull left on its own accord.
See, now that's a completely different story.
Oh, did I open the box? Did I open Pandora's box?
I think you just opened Panera's box on me.
Oh, well, let's shut that bread box and go on with the next quote.
Are you watching oh God, what's it called? Abbott Elementary. It's a TV show.
No, is it good?
It's very funny. That's a joke.
Well, the ads for it make it look like it's the worst thing. So we'll give it a go.
It's really funny. I was surprised.
Now, is there a ghost?
Not yet, but I wouldn't put a Halloween episode past him.
All right, I like that. This place, which definitely the Golden Fleece, which definitely celebrates Halloween, or as the Irish call it, I forgot.
Samhain? They don't call it that. That's more of an ancient Celtic religion thing.
If we don't receive, we don't know that much about the Irish people. You tell us, Irish community.
Nobody knows that much about the Irish people. They're a mystery, even unto themselves.
They live on their mountain island and keep to themselves. If we don't receive Elizabeth back, and this is the Golden Fleece threatening, if we don't receive Elizabeth back in the next couple of days, this will be handled by the police. This is not something we want to do, as we hope this was just a silly mistake and a lapse in judgment, and hope the culprit will return her safely back to us.
Well, I hope so too. She's earned a rest at the very least, but maybe she's earned a night on the town too. Maybe the old gal's out there getting burnied around town.
Here we go.
A weekend ad, if you will.
A secret eighth option, not originally in the thought process. What if the skull spoke to someone, said, I want a night on the town. Will you put me in this cab and take me around?
Like I used to. Get me a wig, would you, please?
She has a £1 note that definitely isn't forged, and it can be yours.
Yeah. Could happen.
Do you want to learn a little bit about the other ghosts?
Yeah.
Of the pub? So like we said, the Golden Fleece has 15 different spirits, supposedly, and is claimed to be one of the most haunted pubs in all of England.
Okay.
This is a claim they hold with honor and distinction, of course. Just like as Jordan said, every pub is the most haunted pub in England.
When I was very young, there was a pub in the seaside town of Port Lethen that we used to go to that did a very good sticky toffee pudding. And they had supposedly a pirate ghost who would clomp around and, pirate. Yarr.
If you go, if you join our Discord, truly join the list, jump into the listen along channel, you will see the article that we wrote, Skull Stolen from Haunted Pub. And you can see one of the pictures that Susan of the UK's Shadow Seekers took. Of a shadow figure captured during their 2007 investigation.
All right.
And in this photo, you can kind of see the edge of an employee walking in.
Oh, yes.
You see their ear and stuff. And then right in front of them is a very dark figure that takes up most of the light behind it. Like it obscures things behind it. The person's walking into it. They said that no one was behind the bar. It's crazy. However, maybe it's one of these ghosts. One of the famous ghosts is named One-Eyed Jack. The ghost has been seen wearing a 16th century red coat and carrying a pistol.
Oh,
Just like constantly carrying a pistol going,
Sure.
hello, I'm
This is
One-Eyed
how I
Jack.
twirling it. This is how I lost my eye.
In the picture that we were talking about, Susan of the UK Seekers was able to capture a dark figure behind the bar. She said,
Okay.
when I took the photograph, I made sure that no one was behind the bar.
Okay. Okay.
At the last moment, the barmaid entered the frame on the left, but there doesn't appear to be any way that she could have cast a shadow like the one in the picture. And Susan is right. This shadow would come from a very large person with lighting that I don't see in the picture. And she later confirmed that there was no one behind the bar with her.
Fair. Okay.
The same team also captured an EVP, and I tried finding this EVP. If I can find it by the time of publishing this podcast, I will put it in right now, but I doubt that's happening. I searched for a while. But they supposedly captured EVP of a girl saying, "Now I will show you." At the same time, the water taps turned on.
Scary.
Indeed.
Pretty scary.
The third, like, confirmed, like this happens to people. We've all had it to a blah blah blah. The staff has claimed to feel a sudden tightening around their necks while standing at the bar.
Yikes.
The bar where their previous landlord hung himself.
Oh, yikes.
I hope that one gave everyone a little bit of goosebumps like it did me.
Yeah, it sure did. Yeah, it
but
sure did.
That is this week of weird. Skull stolen from haunted pub, and a little bit about the ghostly residents inside the pub. Frightening and fun. What a weird tale. We hope the skull gets returned.
Truly. Jeez.
And perhaps more security is placed around the skull.
Bring it back. Bring the skull back. That's not your skull.
Hashtag bring the skull back.
That's not your skull.
But that concludes this week of weird. Like I said, skull stolen from haunted pub. If you like what we do here, enjoy the paranormal content, the news, the comedy. Yeah. And if you want extra stuff, think about supporting us on Patreon. Paranormal merchandise, paranormal fiction from me and Nate, artwork from Jordan. So many awesome stuff. Plus, if you can't do that, just think about giving us a 5-star review wherever you can. It really helps other people find us.
It's all we want, and it's free. You don't know this, but you are full of stars. That's what he was talking
5
about.
Of them.
That's what he meant.
And now let's wrap up with our ultra super deeker. Deeker sign off line. Secret. From Dylan Gutierrez.
Don't tell anyone.
Dark Council member. Think about becoming a Dark Council member. We take suggestions from them. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Suspect the void! Space persons, remember?